Did y'all enjoy this episode? Have y'all enjoyed the past
Uh,
3 episodes? No.
only the second one, because I really loved Lewis and Tiffany, and them getting put out on Front Street. I loved it. But other than that, it's not really giving yet. It's not giving yet.
Not giving it. Okay, then maybe
The
that's not gonna
oven's
wait for me.
still on
Not giving it.
275. We waiting on it to get to 350.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. It's
Okay, boom.
cool, but it ain't there yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, boom. Gotcha. Okay, so um, Destiny got a boo. So first of all, Tisha talks about the couples trip, and Destiny says she would like to have been invited on this couples trip, right? But she don't want nobody to meet her NIGGA.
Make it make sense. You're
I
not a
was looking
couple.
like,
You're not a couple. You're
She
not a
was
couple.
just she was just
Just
looking for an
talking.
opportunity. Yeah, and she was just talking. She was just looking for an opportunity to say she had a man. That was it.
I,
Because
yes, I agree. I
she knew
agree.
it wasn't making sense.
She say a
She knew
lot of
that.
shit that don't make sense. Destiny, you make my nerves bad sometimes, girl. I wish you
She
wasn't
just
like this.
mm. Well, she got a boo child. We'll learn more. Well, I will say this: she did give us a little bit more about this guy than what we were expecting.
Hmm.
Letting us know he from St. Louis. Now, girl, ooh, this right here. Listen, he from St. Louis. They've been knowing each other for 13 years, and they both have been divorced. So,
Hmm.
was I the only person, girl? Let me come on here for this.
That
Was
was
I the
thinking she
only
may have been
person?
cheating with him. No.
Not necessarily cheating, because Destiny said they had breaks. That's what she
Same
said on the
difference.
reunion.
You was
So I'm
married.
like, y'all known each other 13 years. Could he have been one of the people? Just
Oh,
wondering. Since you
he said
starting to
I
be a
ain't
little
letting you
open
go
with the
this time.
people.
We don't know if
Mm.
it's true, but the way you told the story, the way you like the high stuff, the way you like the not tell the truth all the time, you be lying a little bit sometimes, Destiny. So
You be lying a little bit.
you be lying a little bit. Not about
Not a lot
everything,
of
but you'll
bit,
be
but a little
lying a
bit,
little bit. You be lying a
little
little
bit
bit,
lie.
girl. Like even this episode, the way she said, Mel through that girl, I was just like, Mel be lying, Destiny? Okay.
Girl, girl. Right. So listen about that. So Kimmy had the conversation with Mel. Do y'all feel like Kimmy was doing the same thing that Mel was doing with Kiki supposedly? Remember she felt the way about the conversation they was having, and but then you running back? Kiki telling Tisha business while Tisha not there, but you turning around telling the girls Mel business when she ain't there? Is there any
Hmm.
parallel there?
I saw her
Slightly.
in more of a Destiny role. You know
Hmm.
how Destiny only served as a facilitator throughout throughout her time on the show.
Yeah.
I felt like that's what Kimmy was doing, only because Destiny can't facilitate no more. She can't carry the messages, so that's the way I seen it. I thought it was kind of messy, but I mean, the tea had to get back somehow. So
Yeah, I mean, we
Mm.
understand on reality shows they're gonna be bone carriers. You don't take the shit that personal. It's the energy behind the bone carrying. For instance, I
hmm
never liked Sheree because I feel like Sheree don't give a fuck about nobody but herself. Like me personally, like the
Mhm.
entire time I've watched Sheree on TV,
y'all,
I've
I'm
never really
so
liked
sorry.
her. Go
We
ahead.
didn't talk about this on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But
Mhm.
when I watched Funky Dineva review, he mentioned that Sheree had her kid in middle school and that she don't have a high school diploma. Did y'all know that?
Who?
Sheree.
I heard that too.
I did not. I
I
never
He
heard that
knew.
said
too.
that in his
So is
review
that
that
Bob's
her daughter,
child?
No,
no,
her oldest is not Bob. I think the last two are. But the fucked up part about it is you've been on TV all them years and we never knew that.
I
never
did. I
knew
always
that.
thought all of them were Bob's kids. I thought they probably met in college or something. I never.
And for the
Wait
people
a
who was
minute. So
watching in the first, hmm?
we've been watching Sheree all this time and we ain't know nothing about her life.
No.
How
No,
did she get this past
no.
us?
And the people who
Exactly.
were watching in the first season said that she introduced her daughter as her assistant because she didn't want nobody to know she had a daughter that old.
Girl, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna
Yes.
have to go back and see this.
Yes.
But she
I'm gonna
loved
have
Yeah.
to.
throwing them children out there when she won't come up for an excuse for why she ain't did shit with her life in the past 14 years. My
Mm.
children, being there for my children.
I was like, what?
But
But I'm sorry, Bondi.
no,
I
yeah, the
just
point. The point is that ain't no wrong with the bone carrying. It's the energy behind it. The difference between Kimmy and Destiny. When Kimmy told a story, it felt like I don't even really want to talk about this, but production told me I need to bring this up, so I'm about to tell y'all. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
When Destiny did it, it was like I want Martell to be upset with Mel because I'm upset with Mel.
That was my
And then
next
when he
question.
didn't take
Yeah.
the bait, it seemed like she was upset about it. And I feel
She
like, why are you
she
that
was.
bothered?
She was.
Like,
I
I
agree
love that
one
Martell
thousand.
didn't take it.
me
I
too.
love
I
that
was
too.
very excited because I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all are not going to be manipulated by outside forces. If y'all fall out, it's gonna be because of y'all fell out with each other because of something. But
Mm-hmm.
don't allow destiny to go back and forth. It hit me the wrong way when she served him the tea and then he didn't react. And then she said, well, your ex-wife said, and you had to say your ex-wife because you thought that that phrase was going to be triggering to him.
Oh,
Everything about her, down to the word choice that she decides to make when she says things to me, is calculated, and to me it's just nasty. You didn't have, that's his ex-wife, we know that. Mel, that's what you could have said.
And now,
mm.
when we saw that preview with Melnika had a lot of animosity. So, and I've been telling y'all from the beginning, it felt like, how can Martell afford your services when he ain't have no money? I
Mm.
feel like you've
Same
been getting,
time.
yeah, I feel like, just like Mel said, you've been getting that shit slid to you. And I think you blew up the spot when they was getting married because you found out he was trying to fuck with somebody else outside of you.
Other than you. Yep.
Exactly. And so you
Then you
gonna
thought you
blow
was
it
gonna
up.
be, yep. You
I
thought
see
Exactly.
you was
that.
girlfriend number two,
Yeah,
not
she
it was
Mita.
no three and four
She
and
Mita, she Taisha. You that girl.
Yeah,
mm.
I definitely could see that in the past. For now, I feel like she used it as an opportunity to leverage herself to get on the show. So I don't know if it's that they really smashing. That could be, anything's a possibility. But I feel like that was more of her motive than anything, was to try to, gain access to a bit of his success. From what I'm thinking. As far as Destiny going to Martell, it definitely was giving, I'm upset and still mad at Melody for how our friendship ended. So I'm gonna go tell her baby daddy something in hopes that he'll be upset and I can actually entertain the conversation of dragging her or whatever. Because let me tell you y'all what y'all not gonna do. Y'all not gonna make me believe that Tisha and Destiny do not sit up and have not sat up and talked about Mel for hours. I truly
Oh
believe
yeah.
that. During the
Yeah.
first reunion, Kimmy even said that they talked about Mel, and then Tisha sat up there and lied and said no. But then Kimmy had to bust your bubble. So it's sad that y'all are, I ain't gonna say it's sad. It's whatever, that y'all are now friends over a common enemy. So we'll see how things play out. Should you guys fall out at a
That don't
later
last long.
time? Now, what's up? What about Mel? Mel and Martell having this conversation about Miss Wanda. I thought that was interesting for Martell to be like, I feel like learning his trigger points or who triggered him, talking about something, she makes me angry, so I'm gonna let her talk. I'm gonna let you talk. They also made me think that it made me think of more than just she makes you angry. It made me think about how you are not good at public speaking in general. And now we see just how you always would let Mel talk or run things by mail in order to get business handled. Like that's what I kind of see in this moment. But I also want to know y'all thoughts about that. And do you think she should have really invited him to Destin just because she saw this much of, change,
No.
I guess,
I
or
think she shouldn't have did a lot
progress?
of shit. I think that she thought, I think because she felt that she was being attacked and he was showing her some type of alliance and she needed it in the moment,
Loyal.
especially about their
Yep.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was finally showing up as the person she thought he was, which at some point was her partner. But I remember when all of this shit was going down, when she was with him, Martell, girl, I was just like, this is not good. I ain't like when they took the trip together, but I felt like I couldn't say it because it's like, then people trying to co-parent. But I was like, no, because I feel like Martell is exactly who we think he is. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I'm 100% right about, as soon as he realized she wasn't going to let him smash, everything flipped right
Mm.
back to him acting like an ass. And that's when we found out about him fucking with Sheree. Even
You
though
right.
he had been fucking with Sheree prior to him being invited on that trip to Destin.
Mm.
You are so
So
right.
yeah, I wasn't happy about it. I'm not happy about her inviting him on the trip. I really do feel like y'all just gonna have to keep it separate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the Scorpio and Mel was impressed by the loyalty that she saw in Martell and wanted to reward him for that. Like, okay, let's see what you can do. But it's everything Bonnie just said. Martell is still like crazy in love with Mel. And you can tell by the way he is when he some gets small around her. And the only time he gets big around her is when he's mad. Other than that, he's small. The way he was folded up on that couch, yeah, he definitely wants him some Mel, but it's not gonna happen. So tragic.
Womp womp. Anything else about the episode we care to discuss?
It looks like Marceau doesn't have any teeth in his mouth. So when you're talking about get him, calm down because that top row looked like it disappeared. Get him. Get that top teeth.
Oh,
Get that row together. Okay. I don't know what needs to be
mm.
done. Calm down. Because at the end of the day, you put all your weight on your wife.
Whoa.
You put all your weight on that lady while y'all was running fast and she was breathing hard, sitting up there acting like y'all won something. All y'all think about is
Yeah.
competing with one another. You dragging Kimmy, talking about, well, can sometimes sex just be exercise? Nigga, if you don't get your I used to be fat ass up and go run or something and stop trying to use that lady like a treadmill, go to hell.
Whoa. Whoa. Well, Nisi, yo,
What I say?
Nisi sound
What
like
I
a door
say?
opening, like you said, using that lady like a treadmill with your face.
Somebody
She
said I
said
gotta
no.
chill. What I say?
She said I used to be fat.
Using that lady like a treadmill. Man, I'm gonna put that on the shirt. Using that lady like a treadmill. Period. But that's the double entendre, I guess
Wow.
you will say. Like, yeah, he was
I
running,
don't. I
but you
don't
running
even
over
know.
her literally as your wife. Like, you using that lady like a treadmill. Like, Bonnie, go and put that on the shirt. Tisha, that go for you over there, girl. Not the Tisha over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville and Bell Collective,
That
girl.
might
Both
be
are
the
being
first
ran
time
like,
I felt bad for myself.
damn.
You
How
muted,
you got
Lola.
no teeth? And you running that lady like a treadmill, girl.
Mm.
Y'all think about it and like the video.